Hi, my name is Ann, and I am an extreme gardener. And if you're anything like me, you might find fall to be a bittersweet time of year because it means that we're saying goodbye to our gardens for a long winter season, and all those annuals that we so lovingly nurtured are going to die a frozen death. But it doesn't have to be that way. We can take cuttings from our favorite annuals, bring them inside to enjoy as houseplants, and then reintroduce them back into our gardens the following spring. It's very easy, it's a very inexpensive project, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. What you will need: some small pots with drainage holes, something to keep the soil in place so it doesn't go out of those drainage holes, and I find coffee filters to be the best for that application. They're inexpensive and they biodegrade by the time the plant is ready to be repotted, so that you're not picking out little tiny drainage stones out of the soil, because no one has time for that. So we've packed it into the bottom of our pot. We will need some good sterile potting mix, some rooting hormone, which you can purchase at any garden center, and then a cylindrical object to poke holes into the soil to put our cuttings in. And if you don't have one of these things, a chopstick will work very well, the opposite end of it. You'll also need a tray to hold your cutting pots and water, because cuttings thrive on water while they're producing roots. They're actually living on the water. This is a kitty litter box, which has never been used for that purpose, but it works wonderfully for this one. It's also very inexpensive and easy to find. So what we're going to do is fill our pot with the potting mix, and then we're going to water it thoroughly. Okay, now it's time to take some cuttings. Okay, when you're ready to take your cuttings, look for healthy top growth, and we're going to go down to this below the second set of leaves and just clip right there. And for each plant that you want, I would take 4 or 5 different cuttings just to make sure that you get one that survives, and some are more resilient than others. And if you do it early enough in the season, like around mid-September, and you don't get any survivors, it gives you a chance to go out and try again, because if you keep trying, you will get one. Okay, now we'll prepare the cutting by pinching off the bottom set of leaves. This is where the roots are going to form. And then we're going to take off these leaves down here. Extra leaves, especially large ones, are going to stress the plant, and they're going to die back anyway, so we'll just take them off right away. If you have very tiny little leaves in the center, take off everything but one large leaf. The plant has to feed itself through photosynthesis, so you want it to be able to do that. Eventually that leaf will die back, but by that time the inner leaves should be grown and able to support the plant. Okay, so now we'll take our rooting hormone. We're going to tap the bottle so we get the powder down to the side, and take the cutting and dip it right into the rooting hormone. You want to make sure it's coated really well. That looks good. Take your cylindrical object and just push it into the soil a short way. And then we're going to put the cutting in and just squeeze the soil around firmly to support it. Okay, now we're going to bottom water the cuttings. The reason we do this is because if we water from the top, we run the risk of washing away the rooting hormone, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep it in place so it can do its job. You want to check these daily to make sure that this doesn't dry out, and keep it out of direct sunlight. These are going to be tender for a while. Bright light is okay, but direct sunlight would be too much for them. And remember that this is surviving on water until it forms roots, so don't let it dry out. After the 4th or 5th day, you can start letting it dry out a little bit. And in about a week, week and a half, you should have roots on your cuttings. If you tug gently and there's a little resistance, then you'll know that the roots have formed. In about a month, it'll be ready to repot, and you can put it in a sunny window and enjoy it. Happy propagating.